Tonight, we open another letter from the alphabet of fear. Each story begins the same way, quietly, but it never ends that way. Listen closely, because by the time the story ends, you'll realize the alphabet only has 26 letters, but fear, it never runs out of words. A. The apartment above. You ever hear footsteps when you're alone? That's how it started for me. A slow creak across the ceiling, right above my head. Problem is, I live on the top floor. At first, I blamed it on the pipes, or maybe the building settling. Old apartments groan, it's what they do. But these weren't groans, they were footsteps. Measured, heavy, pacing back and forth. Every night around 1:17 a.m. they'd start. I'd bang on the ceiling with a broom and yell, "Keep it down!" The footsteps would stop, maybe for 10 seconds, and then start again. So I went to the building manager. He looked at me like I'd grown a second head. "There's no unit above you," he said. "That's just roof access." That night, I stayed awake. I wanted to prove it. At 1:17, right on time, I heard them again. Slow, deliberate, like someone pacing in thought. I grabbed my flashlight and my phone, and I went upstairs to the roof access door. But the chain was moving, just gently, like someone had brushed it. The air was freezing. My breath came out in white clouds. I pointed my light across the rooftop. There were footprints, not shoe prints, bare feet, wet, leading from the edge of the roof straight to where I was standing. And they stopped right in front of me. But there was no one there. That's when I heard the footsteps again, not above me this time, behind me. Now, every night I hear them pacing again, except now, they stop whenever I stop breathing. B. The baby monitor. We bought the baby monitor secondhand. It worked fine until the night it didn't. My wife woke me up around 2 a.m. She said, "Listen." The monitor was playing a lullaby, soft, sweet, except it wasn't one we'd ever sung. Then came a voice, a woman's voice, whispering, "You're such a beautiful baby." My wife thought maybe I was picking up another monitor nearby, some kind of frequency cross, but the nearest houses are a quarter mile away. The next night, it happened again, the same voice, the same lullaby, except this time, the voice said, "I've missed you." When I went to the nursery, the baby was wide awake, smiling, reaching up towards the corner of the room, the same corner where the old house's chimney used to run. On the third night, I unplugged the monitor completely. I pulled the batteries out. I wanted proof, so I set up my phone to record. Around 2 a.m., the phone picked up a faint humming, coming from the unplugged monitor. And right before the feed cut out, a voice whispered, "Thank you for bringing her home." We don't use monitors anymore, but sometimes the baby still waves at that corner. And once, I could have sworn something waved back. C. Call waiting. My car broke down on a back road, halfway between nowhere and nothing. No signal, no lights, just me in the dark. That's when I saw it. An old payphone, bolted to a leaning post near the woods. The cord was frayed, the receiver cracked, but when I picked it up, there was a dial tone. I called my own number first, just to see. Someone answered. A voice that sounded exactly like mine. He said, "I've been waiting for you." I hung up, tried again. This time I called my brother. A woman answered, crying. She said, "Why do you keep doing this? He's gone." Then the line went dead. I checked the phone's coin slot. It was empty, but the machine read 3 minutes remaining. I hadn't put in any coins. When I tried to walk away, the phone rang 3 times. Something inside me, curiosity, fear, stupidity, made me pick it up. A voice said, "You died here last year." The line went quiet. Then I heard breathing, and it sounded like mine. I turned to leave, but my car's headlights flicked on. And behind the glass, someone was sitting in the driver's seat. Someone who looked exactly like me, holding a cell phone to their ear. Those were tonight's letters from the alphabet of fear. If you're still awake, don't worry. Fear doesn't end when the story does. It just waits for the next letter.